Hey guys, welcome back to 10 years later. I'm gonna attempt once again to do 3 videos today. Like first Mcstuffns 10 years later and two in my new series. So first Mcstuffns 10 years later. Now she's now a fully grown adult at the Mcstuffns toy hospital, and now I'm also going to turn her into a movie, which will be coming later today, which will actually be the second one. Okay, so first off, how would I do 10 years later? She's still at the toy hospital, like what we saw in season 3. Like what we saw in season, but she's a bit older. Her grandma, now at the age of that a grandmother should be. Her mom is actually 20 when her mom was 20 during the events of the series. So I made all the characters. Anyway, her dad is Donnie. Now, the neighborhood that they live in, when the mayor proposes a game. The mayor and the Mcstuffns, a few families will have to move. And but her mother since then had become a doctor. Since then, she had become a doctor at the local hospital. Her dad, because he had no more children. Donnie was 10, and now he's 15. Doc. Let me look up how old the characters are and get right back to you. I'm going to give them all, like, I don't know, 25, because I looked it up on the show's Wikipedia, yeah, and it doesn't tell me. So for the 10 years later, I would say that Donnie's 10, followed by Doc being 15, or 9. She's definitely in her teens by the time we hit season. And let's just say the parents are really old. Like, the dad and mom are both in their 50s and 70s. They're both in their 50s. Like, the dad 50, and also, Marcus. Also, Doc has a girl named let me just think. Of David and Marcy, or what? Dave and Marcy. Doc. Okay, girl named. I'm trying to think. Mark and Emily, and their daughter Dora. Dora. That's her name. Dora, aka Doc, is still working at the Mcstuffns toy hospital, and her mother been teaching her everything about real medicine. Stuffy, all the toy characters we see are going to be toy characters from the show. Like Stuffy, now they built a new wing. Stuffy's now the head of the vet part of the Mcstuffns toy hospital. Well, Lammy mainly works on the baby toys, any baby dolls and baby toys, and Chili works on mainly the reception. And during the hot summers, he would the dude at the snow globe. and Dr. Tumbra, there's thousands. Since the events of Mcstuffins toy, since the events of the show, there's a lot of more characters. And Doc has yet to tell anyone about why she's always late for medical training. Her mother is saying, "You had that band-aid on in like." You've had that band-aid on in a lot of years. Um, is it one of the risk communicator band-aids? Yeah, 10 years down the road, for doctors, they have now risk communicator band-aids. Yeah, why, Mom? Oh, just because I think it is a risk as... Mom, you're the head of this hospital. You, in short time, you will be the head of this hospital. Mom wants me to be the head of the hospital for humans, but I don't like that. I'm now a head of a hospital for stuffed animals and toys, she said to herself. And also, every 10 years later will be a 10 years later. Well, from now on, whenever I make this series, it will be a special. Yeah, 10 years later specials. Yeah, that 10 years later will be just a special or like thing, or an episode of the show which would explore the characters 10 years later. As she said, "What should I do, Hallie?" As Hallie said in the voice, she says, "Doc, why don't you tell your mom about the other job you have?" "No, Grandma told me never to tell anyone about me being a doc, about toys. What should I do? What should I do?" As she takes her last walk, potentially around Mcstuffsville, Officer Pete and a new... As Hallie says, should I become... As Hallie... As she has... As she doesn't... As Hallie could be promoted to the head of the hospital, but yet Hallie... Okay. Doc wants to... Daisy... Dora. She wants to appoint Hallie as the manager of the hospital. She wants to put... She wants to be a doctor for stuffed animals and toys, but yet her mother wants her to be a regular doctor. That creates a problem for both of the characters. For Emily and Dora. They want to do... Dora says hi, Chili, as they all said, as Chili is in is now in the toy Arctic, where now all the snow people are. As they all say, "Goopa Goopa, Goopa Goopa, Goopa Goopa, Goopa Goopa." As Chili said, "Goopa Goopa, hi Doc." "Hi Chili, Goopa Goopa. I hear that you're running the medical center up here like I asked." "Fine." it's about some changes that might become as as she the character just have their own now houses in Mcstuffville. It's been years since they last went home. As he as as Duffy was literally pretending to be a scary dragon. Again, with Sir Kirby being a brave knight. Now, now, Sir Kirby said, now all the characters fit into themes that suit them. Like the medieval theme is perfect for Stuffy because he is. Hi, Stuffy. Ever since we opened, turns in a flashback that we see in the episode. Now these episodes are pretty long. Now I want to make 10 years later. Well, the episode in question longer than a typical episode of a show because we see a lot of character in their future. Sure. She said, hi. And then also they have now area specific for specific toys, like kind of like Popsicle Dino Wild for the Dino toys. And now she went all the way inside the. Now the toy. Now, hospitals I know don't close because my mom told me. Now, hospitals don't close. But they can still have day off. They have day off. Today is their day off. Hallie's now, she took a toy plane all the way to Africa. All the way, because Mcstuffnville is bigger. They have all the continents, all the locations that everyone would have. And hey, Hallie. Hi, Doc. Being how today is our day off in a while, as she has learned what hippos have at the house. As she flew all the way to farmland to find Lammy. And said, which was, she literally flew from Mcstuffnville, Doc found out later from her grandma that this entire world is a toy that had many continents like Antarctica, all over. So she flew from Mcstuffnville back to the toy hospital. Back to the toy hospital to look for Lammy. Who opened up a cuddle center for in case of emergency. But she wanted to talk to all the toys about, listen, when the hospital reopens, I have some pretty, as Doc almost wanted to give the reins of the toy hospital to Hallie. Like, when her grandma, who people stay alive if they stay longer in Mcstuffnville than they do in the. Can I just call it? As they actually renamed the land that they're in. This is just the town in a larger world called the Toy World, where basically toys don't have to fear anything being left behind, being grabbed, or being nothing. How about it to be it to be Toyland? She only gave him the reins of the Mcstuffins Toyland Hospital over to Holly when her grandma said, "Doc, Dora, what are you doing?" "I'm giving the reins over to Hallie, Grandma." And they had some juice. And I understand. If your mom wants to, can you can be the head of two hospitals. Not quite. How about this? I want to bring all your family here one day. As Doc, have really wanted to bring your family here. Here. They all need a vacation. But then they will know my secret. Grandma, didn't you say that breaks some law? No. No. Just say, okay. And they were at the old, that they moved several years back. That they had the house renovated several years back. Hey Mom. Hey Dad. Hey Donnie. Donnie said, "Doc, you said we're going on vacation to a magical land. Are we going to," as Donnie said the name of a park that I can't say in case of copyright issues. They said we were going, no, we're going to a Doc uses her mom. Nope. I don't want them. Yes. No, they go on vacation. Doc, I changed my mind. They go on vacation like they do all the time. And Doc says to, she thought about actually what she almost did was thinking. She actually thought about it. Donnie really wanted to go camping. So, Mom, can I tell you a secret? Sure. I'm the head of a toy hospital. That the grandma at back of the house, she told the mom in her old room because they already have moved houses and locations. What I meant to say was that actually they moved house and location a few years back. Mom, I have something to say to you. What? What, Doc? What do you have to say? I'm the head of a hospital. Let me show you. As she takes her mother as... Is this a place toys come to life? My toys... Don't all toys come to life? Yeah. Like, just think of Pixar. Well, just think of Toy Story. In the universe, I'm gonna have Toy Story be an official movie in the universe of Mcstuffns. Or just take... Yeah, I'm gonna have Toy Story, a Pixar Disney film, be in the world of Mcstuffns, but as a fictional TV show. But as a fictional movie, like how... And she said, what happened? How long as all the toys talk to them? Mom, remember all my toys I had? Yeah, they all now live here in Mcstuffinsville. Donnie's okay with that, right? Yeah, when I wanted to throw out his toys because he got too old for them, you took them to... You said you were taking them. But really I took them right here. add to Mcstuffnsville so they can live the rest of their life without Donnie. Until one day he gets children. I see, Doc. So this is a place for toys to go when their owners are done? Yeah, that's what most toys use it land for. A place to go when their owners no longer need them. A place where they're a land. A place to go when they're a place to go when they're, as she said, who are you in charge of this massive hospital, Doc? Yeah. Star Blazer Zero is somewhere up there with Commander Crush up there in outer space. Well, Gurge is now always in motion to save the ocean. He's always in motion to save the ocean. He's always in motion to save the ocean. Hallie and Meta. Doc. Don't be surprised, but wait. Hey, Hallie, do I have any patience left for today? No, Doc. So, wait, you have no more, how can you have no more patience left today? Well, it's pretty slow today. Goopa, Goopa, Goopa! Chili? Goopa, Goopa! I don't understand a word you're saying. You're speaking back and forth. You're Goopa, Goopa, Goopa! Goopa, Goopa, Goopa! Goopa, 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 Goopa! Goopa, Goopa! Goopa, Goopa! Ba. Remember that Snow Pete language from... What is he's saying, Doc? He's saying that there's a problem up in the toy Arctic. Goopa, Goopa! Goopa, Goopa! I understand. I'm coming with you. To rescue Rhonda? Hold on. Doc, we're not going anywhere until your breath... Until... I will plant you all on the way, Mom. Like in the chopper. There's a helicopter? There? No, rescue Rhonda. That's still a helicopter! There, no, every time you fix a toy, this is what you... Wait, how'd you bring... Goopa, Goopa. Goopa, Goopa. What does he say, Chili? He says, I'm holding on for dear life, Doc. What's he... I didn't know toys have life. I have to prep the... There's... You have to prep what, hun? An emergency room? You literally have an emergency room? Goopa. He says the plastic... It's a simple operation, Mom, that I can do. But can I show you how it's done? Sure, hun. What is it? It's a simple plastic. When the plastic... Now, about... As the... I'm okay with one... As all the toys were okay with one parent of Doc being able to know about their place. As Doc and her mother said, hun, Grandma could be the head of that. Your grandmother was like you. Is it Grandma? So how are we going to attack this? Said the mom. Said easy. I will bring the toy unto life. like restuff them. Stethoscope, please. So that stethoscope you have brings your toys to life and brings your toys back to life after they go stuff. Well, they only have to go stuff once. So they only have to go stuff twice? Yeah, normally they only go stuff once per day now. Beep. Doc, this is a hard procedure. I know, Mom. And time is something we have, right? Yeah, time is something we do have. Because if the toy stuff, Star Blazer Zero. Remember that incident that years back with Commander Crush? Yeah, I brought him here, and now, ever since Donnie stopped playing with his toys, he's been living a happy life here. Really? Show me how all the toys that Donnie used to have. Teddy B. Right? Let's play a game with Duffy. Where is he? Because I have thousands. Let me call him. Duffy, the hospital now back open. Sorry, Doc. I was playing. I know that you were playing a game. I know that you were playing probably playing with the Fearless Dragon game like you always do. Like you always do. Assuming that he plays the game several times. What? Every time he brought to life, that way he plays with us whenever we play with him. Duffy said, Doc, can you figure out a way to make me have fire breath like a real dragon? Like a real dragon? I'm sorry, Duffy, but that's physically impossible for a toy. And the mom also said, yeah, Duff, that's physically impossible for a toy to have fire breath. Well, okay. Doc, if there's any way, like Dragon Ball, just let me know. I will be at the medical, at my wing. Blaming you too. As so many doctors, as the big book of boo-boos, she said, I didn't know you had a big book of boo-boos. Every time I fix a toy, a new case, and she even looked through the big book of boo-boos. Are these all illnesses that you're cured? Let me guess. Heat syndrome is... Wait, Officer Pete? Near the end of the episode, they opened up a special toy human that Doc and her mother opened up a special wing of the new hospital that they were building. A new hop just for Doc to continue. And she now had a better transporter. She had Robot Ray to build. She had a local builder there to build it into her stethoscope. And she said, Mom, thank you. As the episode ends with both doctors, being at the same hospital, working on separate, with Doc occasionally working on on human patients and toys. Doc animal and toys, like she always does. Now her mother, Mom, my shift. I have a shift at the hospital. In the post-credit scene, we see time where Doc has to go away from 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 Mary and Dora's hospital for stuffed animals and toys and people to go work at the Mcstuffns toy hospital. As Donnie, and for the rest of the characters, Donnie never found out. The dad. Why did I even include them at all? Well, now that includes the dog and mom portion. And now that I know that Donnie was only 4, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, he's 14. Donnie and Logan is helping his dad find a job. Let's see. As Donnie and Marcus say, as they learn from the mother about Don. Now, Donnie and Mark's part of the film is that they're helping Luca predicate doing. You know what? Can I just have the characters and their all of them? You know what? I'm gonna make this series complicated if I take the unit, because none of the stuff actually makes some sense about because I really have planned. I might make another series called Characters 20 years later rather than 10. Yeah, 20 seems like 2 decades. I might make that series. Let me know down in the comments if I should. Anyway, he's helping Luca get. It's mandatory for all scenes. Well, okay, let me just make. Can I just say they're the age I want them to be at? Okay, so don't. You know what? Donnie's a senior in. He's in middle school. And it's mandatory for all senior. I know my brother's a senior. My brother's starting college. My brother's in college. So that's what they're talking about. Luca and Donnie are figuring out what type of college they want to go to for the future. You're mandatory for that year senior year in college. For those seniors to think about college at a really early age, like 14. And Donnie said, I don't know, Luca. You really want to get into your dream college? Yeah. But Luca's dream college is not that big of a school. But Donnie wants to also get into. Listen, I know one fact. They won't take us if our grades are not up. But I don't want to. My parents want me to go to Bancroft University. The most. Even though my parents are. We're rich. I don't want to go to that rich kid school. I want to go to to, to Ivy League University to study to get my doctorate so I can become. As Luca really wanted to become a builder, there with Donnie. Donnie, I thought you wanted to be a builder. I know. Let's study hard and be a builder. The, as Mark said, listen, Donnie, I don't think you're going to go to your dream school. The odds are against you, 1,000,000 to 1. The odds are against you, 1,000,000 to 1. I will, as Mark, his father, said, listen, your odds are against you that you're going to the same high school. That you're going to the same. That you already go to the same college. That you will go to the same college. I thought you said after we're done with middle school. No, that is the school I want to go to. Is not just a college. It's also a high school. It's also a high school. So I really want to go there because I want to be in our. I have not yet told Luca this, but I want to be an astronaut like Commander Crush. While he has a sight set on becoming a builder, like as Luca finds out what Donnie wants to be when he grows up. As Luca and Donnie eventually shipped away, Donnie becomes an astronaut, going on to break with Star Command, the company above, while Luca becomes a really famous builder. And all of these stories will culminate in the fourth and final act of exactly where it's been a few years, like another 10 years in fact. Doc and now, they're all fully grown. The kids are all fully grown. Let me see. As the family get together for one last, because the parents, as Doc and as all of them, as Doc, as Dora and Donnie move away. They both move away. They move away sadly. As Doc now has her own family. She got married to some guy that doesn't know her secret. Well, Donnie became an astronaut. And then I might make 2 Mcstuffns. And then she told her entire family at one Thanksgiving dinner about the toy hospital. As the film ends, as the episode ends, we get a montage of what the characters are like after the events of the. Doc is now a Doc named her daughter Danielle. Yeah. Wait. Okay. One more kid. Maya. Yeah. Maya was a baby in the original series. So 10 years later, she's. Okay, she was 1 year old by the time of the first series. Right? I forgot about Maya. Guys, I actually forgot about Maya. Okay, Maya, yeah, was 10. She's 10 years old by. While me and Doc were in their teen. Well, Doc wasn't actually at the oldest of, I want to say she was roughly, she was 8. She was 8 by the time, so she was in her, they were, basically Maya was the only one, she was 7 when, in the first 10 years, so by the time that the doc told the story, Maya, yeah, was in, was starting, was done with elementary school and into middle school, and yes, like Donnie, she teamed up with someone else she knew about. So Maya is now a famous folk singer, kind of like Maggie Simpson. So with all that, I think I covered stuff in 10 years later. I'm gonna make another one, a Doc Mcstuffins, the movie, later. So until then, I'm not Pun, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, guys.